Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a banger for you today, all right? So what I want to say is, man, happy Saturday. Saturdays is for learning, back testing, and setting yourself up for the coming weeks to come, all right? Saturdays is also for finding plays, finding trades, and, finding little edges within your trading. So in this video, I want to talk about how to find breakouts, okay, before they happen. So this is what I've been focusing on a lot lately, and it's been going good, right? I've been paying attention to the charts in a different way, and I'm going to share with you how to find breakouts. All right. Now, what is a breakout? A breakout is one of them candles. All right. It's one of them candles. When you look on a daily time frame or even a 30-minute time frame and you see a big green bar, that's a breakout, right? Or a big red bar, that's a breakout to the downside. Some call it breakdowns, some call it breakouts, but regardless, right? I don't want to focus on the technicalities. I want you to understand what I'm saying. Breakout is when it breaks out and you see a very strong move in a direction, right? Whether it's to the upside or to the downside, okay? How can we find these moves? How can we find these trades within the market? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the charts and I'm gonna show you some things that I've seen, and this is going to help you find breakouts on the charts on your own, because I am very big on ensuring that you don't feel like you have to depend on me, right? Or on the YouTube channel, or anybody for that matter. I'm here to help you figure this stuff out on your own, right? So one day you could go teach your family how to trade and how to build this wealth through the stock market. All right. So we're going to go to the charts and I'm going to show you guys a couple things. So let me pull this up real quick and then we're going to get into it. All right. Now I have a couple examples, but we're going to start with Shopify. All right. So let's go. All right. So check this out, y'all. Right. Let me pull up Shopify. Now I want you to look at this right here. Okay. I want you to look at this right here. Now this green candle, we call this a bullish engulfing candle. All right. Now let me do this. All right. So this candle right here is called a bullish engulfing. All right. So that's what this candle is. Now, what is a bullish engulfing candle? A bullish engulfing candle is a bullish candle, which is a green candle with strong buying pressure. It engulfs the red candle that is previous to, right? So I want you to think about somebody giving you a smothering hug, okay? Giving you a smothering hug, a big old hug. They're engulfing you, right? So that's what a bullish engulfing candle is. This green candle right here is engulfing this red candle. It's giving it a big old hug. It can't even breathe, right? That's what an engulfing candle is. So when I see this usually means that the next candle after it is going to be another bullish candle as well, right? Now, that doesn't, only that one thing is not what that means, right? We have something called confluences. So this level right here at 117.49, look how many times it's gotten touched. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. So this level is a very strong level. So once this level gets touched, and it breaks out of it, it's a good sign that it's going to keep going higher. But right, I zoomed in for a reason. I want to show you something. Now we're going to zoom out a little bit, and I want to show you more supporting evidence on what will make this a breakout. Now we're going to zoom out and look at this right here. Okay. This Shopify, it dropped from 125 to 115 in one day. Okay. So right here, there is no resistance. So there's no resistance for the stock to stop. Therefore, that means that the breakout is happening or is going to happen. So if you saw this candle right here, and then you look to the left and you don't see any resistance, you can swing this and be confident knowing that it's about to blast off and go to here. And this is a breakout. And so if we go to the 30-minute chart, okay, if we go to the 30-minute chart, look at what happened, right? This day, boom, once it crossed here, blasted off some more, right? It broke out here. Well, it didn't break out. It was trying to get above, right? So even this day, tried to get above, rejected. Rejected, came down, tried to get above again, came down a little bit, got above it, right? And then boom, it went to the upside. This day, it was above the level now, and then look what happened. It just broke out, and it trended all day last Thursday, right? Now we got a little bit of resistance that we're hitting right here, and so we probably are going to start rejecting next week, right? But when you look at this, right, I always say in the stock market, the past will show you the future, right? The past will show you the future. So if you see that a stock just sold off and there's no other days where it rejected off of, the stock is going to do the same thing going to the upside that it did to the downside, right? Because look at this. When you see all this choppiness on this side, look what happened. It's going to be choppiness over here. But when you see that there's no choppiness and it's just a straight line, then you know what's about to happen, right? You know what's about to happen, okay? So that's how you can like see a breakout. Now let's go to another example. Let's go to IWM, okay? Now, look at this. And I want you guys to always look at it in terms of like, where is this current candle at in relevance to the next candle? I mean, the previous candle, okay? So IWM broke out, right? It's always breaking out, but let's go right here first, right? So right here, we see a bullish engulfing compared to this, right? So this bullish candle was giving this candle a hug, and then look what happened. Boom, it blasted off again, and then it trended up, right? So it broke out, right? And look, go to the left, it broke out, came up here, boom, and look, it just been blasting off, okay? Because there's not a lot of resistance right here. And that's why this stock just was blasting off like this. And then it pulled back and then it came back up, right? But I want you to shift your attention to this candle right here. All right. This candle right here. So look what happened. All right. I'm zooming in so you can see the anatomy of the candle. So we had a bearish engulfing, right? A bearish engulfing. So just like a bullish engulfing, a bearish engulfing, okay? Now look what happened. Bearish engulfing, it came all the way down to 218 from 224. And then this candle opened up here. It came lower, and then a buyer stepped in and pushed it up, right? So let's go into the 30-minute real quick. So this was on Wednesday, last Wednesday, okay? So let's go to Wednesday real quick. This was on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, so look at Wednesday. It started up here, came down here, and then it came all the way down here, and then it pushed up. And then it started this uptrend, right? Now let's go back to the daily time frame. All right, so look, zoom in some more for you. All right, so we have this candle right here, and boom. So it came down and it failed to go down, right? The stock came down, but the buyer stepped in and pushed it up. So that means that this candle failed to close lower than the previous candle and it came up, right? So then what you want to do is you want to find what the resistance is of the previous day, right? So this day's resistance is right here, okay, which is 221.61 right there, right? 221.61. So because it failed to go lower and close lower than this candle, that means that it's coming back up, right? So then what happens is this day you say, okay, so on Thursday, if IWM gets above 221.61, right, which is the resistance for this day, right, 221, it's showing 221.35. If it gets above 221.35, then it could break out and it could go up. Why? Because there is no resistance right here, right? From 2 days ago, there was no resistance right here, right? And look what happened. It blasted off and it went all the way up here. You get what I'm saying? That's another breakout. Same thing. So this is the exact same thing as what I was talking about with Shopify, but it's just one candle, right? So this is the same concept as this, right? Broke above this level right here, and then it just blasted off because there was no resistance right there, right? This is the same thing. It's just happening in a tighter period, in a tighter time frame, right? So boom, right? Boom. So that's how you can spot these breakouts. This happens every day in the stock market. You just have to find the actual stocks. If we go to the SPY, look, same thing happened, right? Bearish engulfing, came down, bounced up, went up. Once it broke above this level right here, SPY was out of there. And then it went all the way where? To the top of this candle right here, which is 627. So that's $3, right? That move right there can change your life. But you got to be able to start seeing this stuff from a different perspective, if that makes sense, right? So when you see these moves happening, you can start to say, okay, I'm looking at the daily time frame. If it gets above this level, then I know where we going to. We about to break out and we about to go up to where we was just at. All right. It's really that simple. Let me show you another one. Because I swung Oracle. Okay. Same thing with Oracle. This happened for 3 days. It came down, right? So look, Oracle been breaking out. It came up here and it rejected off of this level right here. All right. 241.42. It rejected off of here. And then what happened? It came down. All right. Perfect. And then we bounced off of this level right here, 220, 225. We bounced off of 225 and we came up here. Now look, it opened here, came down here, bounced off of the here, and then it went all the way up, right? The next day, it opened right above it, came down a little bit, and then it went right back up. And then look what happened. Boom, it broke out. And now we have this level right here. These are all-time highs right here. Once it broke above all-time highs, what happened? It trended again, and it went from 242, 243 all the way to 248, and the highest high of the day was 251. And now you see right here, it looked like it could be coming down a little bit, but it's going to come down to 241, and then it could bounce and go higher, or it could come lower, right? But depending on the direction, if it comes below 244, then it's going to go to 241. And if it comes above 249, it's going to go to 251, right? And if it breaks above 251, then it ain't no telling where it can go, right? But that is how you can find breakouts, right? And you could do this on a daily time frame, the 30-minute time frame, the weekly time frame, right? I like to look at it from the monthly time frame, then the weekly time frame, and then the daily time frame, and you base your day trades off of that. All right? So that is how you find breakouts, right? And that is how you're able to see what's coming before it actually comes. And this is how you can become a beast at swing trading, and you can change your life. All right? So I hope that helped you guys today. I hope that made sense. If it did, in the comments below, I want you to type in $2,000. And that's going to represent how much bread you're going to make this week off of finding a breakout. I want you to find a breakout this week coming up, play that breakout, and let's see how much money you make. All right. So put 2,000 in the comments. Let me know you made it to this part of the video, because if you did, I know you're serious and I know you are going to be a multimillionaire in the stock market. All right. Like I always say, make sure you get up out of your head, go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. I'm going to see you guys on tomorrow's live. We're going to get ready for the week, and we're going to have a great week in the stock market. All right. I'm going to see you guys on the next video. Peace.